Hi everyone, I want to welcome you especially to this week's weekly review. We've had a very beautiful week. Okay, it's been a nice time this week, having looked at the weekly analysis of the previous week, the new week analysis is able to guide us to be able to understand what movement the dollar index was going to be doing, and that guide us in making better decisions with GBP USD and the Euro USD in this week. Now I'm going to be taking you through some of the entries we took, to show you some of the decisions we made and also to guide you for the coming week. I want you to begin to get ready, know that the market has its different peculiarities. What's more important is that you have your edge and then you have your rules guiding you on the right thing to do. No matter what happens in the market, make sure you don't break your rules, you don't go against your strategy, and you do not take certain steps that are not approved by your rules. I'll take you to the chart right now and I'll show you a few things: what the dollar index did, the edges we took, the decisions we made, the wins we got, and also the losses, so you can be able to compare, make some few adjustments, and get ready for a profitable week. Let's go straight to the charts. The particular thing that told us exactly what to do in the course of the week. So like I told you during the weekly review and analysis, that the dollar index has been on a massive bearish move. We haven't seen all the imbalance that it created, this one, and this jump. It's very clear that the dollar index would go bullish soon, okay, to clear up those imbalances before deciding what direction it's going to be going. But when is this buy going to start? That's one thing our strategy helps us to do. Our strategy helps us to understand trend continuation, reversal points, and this can help you be able to predict the market very accurately and better than any other person else. And that's why you shouldn't joke with this strategy. So I haven't seen some of the bearish move that the dollar index was making. That's the reason why we decided to go on a buy in the course of the week. Of course, I told you already that the GU was going to be going bullish only if the dollar index bearish confirmation was fully confirmed. For those of you who saw the weekly analysis, you agree with me that GU was bullish and DXY was bullish at the same time, and that was simple market manipulation. But I was just waiting to confirm the bearish move on the DXY before I know that the bullish move on GU was valid. Now this was the only entry we caught first, okay, and this entry was moved by the bearish confirmation that was seen on DXY. So if you look closely, you see that we caught a few pips here. We caught about 26 pips and we were risking just about 18 pips, okay, and that's a good risk to reward ratio. That's not exactly 1:2, but that's at least 1:1 plus other points, which is better than 1:1, okay, 50-50. So this is the second entry, okay, that we took, and this particular entry we went into early and we were wrong by the market decisions we made. Okay, so I thought that the first fair value gap was going to hold price, and that's exactly why I thought, okay, let's go in from here and see what we're going to do with that move. And it took us out, first of all, got us induced before it went in our direction. Reason for such kind of inducement is because the market has got to get more liquidity before it moves. One of the things you must try to do as a trader is try not to be the liquidity of the market, because each time you are the liquidity, the market will always come for your stop loss before it moves in your direction. Then you'll be wondering why the market is really haunting you. So that was what we did on GBP USD. On People USDT, this was the only entry on People USDT. I think we had two entries. The first one was this, okay, and we were wrong, okay, that analysis was wrong. And then the second one, haven't seen that the crypto was dumping, we were able to catch this and we got a good move on the People USDT. Thumbs up to everyone who got that move. That's on crypto. Still on Forex, we have the GBP JPY. Okay, so this was the entry I posted on GBPJPY. It failed. I think it was 2. This was the first one. It failed. I was wrong. The second one failed as well. Why? Because the directional bias for GBPJPY is not clear. Look at it. And that's what's been happening. First one here failed. This one was correct. This failed. This failed. This failed. So I said I'm going to stay out of GBPJPY, and I told you that in one of the weekly analysis, but I don't know how I broke that my rule. Okay, but I'm back to the rule again. Now look at this. If you look, you see that this entry was actually what played out eventually. Okay, so the manipulation on GBPJPY is too much, and because of that, I'm going to stay away for it until I am certain about its clear directional bias. So this is BTC. Okay, so BTC is for the VIP, so I may not be discussing BTC with you. Okay, sorry, this is AJ, sorry, AUDJPY. We had a couple of entries. So we had the first one that failed, okay, and then we had the second two that played out accurately. So this was the first one. Okay, we had this first one, 22nd Tuesday. Let's see if it's this week. Yeah, so I had this first one that was very accurate. Second one failed. The third one went, almost took us out, but we went to take profits. The fourth one went well. So AJ was good for the week. Also we had silver. This is silver. So there was only one entry on silver, and this was it. I think it was on Monday. Went straight to take profits, good winning rates. And then we had Tesla. Okay, Tesla's entry was not posted. I was just looking to see what it would do. Okay, and it basically got there. Okay, and you see price, decided to go down, and look at it, massive jump down. So that's a massive manipulation on Tesla. So for all of you trading Tesla, you have to be very careful because of such kind of manipulation. It may just spoil your analysis and make you look like you don't know what you're doing. I think that will be all. Then I think this is PLTR. One of my students requested that I analyze PLTR, and this was what I drew. As you can see, okay, I said until this setup plays out, I will not be looking for any entry on that, because of it was on a very tip, on a very high. Okay, you see. So, and simply it did exactly what was drawn. Okay, so this was what it did. It took out this low, gave a new high, low, gave a new high, and the moment it shifted structure, I said I was going to buy. So I haven't done this bearish move. It shifted structure just around here, and I decided to buy up to this bearish order block, and it took out that bearish order block and went massively upward, up to the upside that was initially seen from the visuals. So this is all we had. These are all we had in the course of the week. And for the synthetics, I didn't take any entry. I didn't have time to check the chart on synthetics, but I promise you that's volatility 25, jump 25. For the following week, I will have time. I'll create out time so we can get entries on the synthetic. I hope with a few things I've been able to show you, you've understood clearly the errors, the reason for the errors, the reason why we should minimize errors for the coming week, for profitability, for growth, for increase, okay, and to scale up in your portfolio and in your career. If you keep taking entries that are either moved by FOMO, fear of missing out, or forced trade, okay, or revenge trading, or emotional trading, you will never get profitable. You keep losing money, okay, because that's how the market is designed. But you see, all of these things are psychological. But if you go through my various guide, you will be guided rightly, and you have the right psychology towards trading. Don't forget to subscribe to our membership plan so you can start our membership course and also fix your trading psychology and get the right psychology in your risk management as well. That will help you improve so much in your trading career. Okay, get on our website kfctrade.com, enroll on any of the packages, and make sure you get on board. Now, we partner with Traders. Traders is a proprietary firm that offers and gives you equity and enough capital for you to be able to trade. How do you get on Traders? Get to the description side of this video or the comment section. You're going to find a link and a referral code. Use that link and that referral code, and I promise you, Traders is offering 30% off all plans for every new visitor or new user. Which one are you? Make sure you use Traders today and make a good money for yourself. Imagine having $100,000 account and you have just 10% of 100,000. That's 10,000 naira. Make sure you scale up with Traders. See you during the weekly analysis.